Continuing our ongoing gem series, today we're talking about a fusion that we've seen two versions of. A double rainbow, if you will.
I can't believe I got that on video! What on earth was that?
That was Rainbow Quartz.
We'll be covering both iterations, their powers, and looking to see what real-world influences factored into the character's design and personality. What's up, guys? I'm Chris Carr, and today I want to talk to you about both versions of Rainbow Quartz from Steven Universe. Before we dive in, I want to give a shout out to all of our donors on Patreon. Thanks to these gems, we get to keep making videos, even from home. So thanks. We really appreciate you. If you're able to pitch in and want to help, head on over to our Patreon page and see if a donation tier works for you. We'll thank you with shout-outs, patches, behind-the-scenes looks, and more. If donating isn't your thing, but you do like swag, then hit the link in the description to TeePublic. They have amazing Steven Universe shirts that I know you'll love. All right, on to Rainbow Quartz.
Well, what do you know? It's Rainbow 2.0!
For the purpose of this video, we'll be looking at OG Rainbow Quartz as well as Rainbow Quartz 2.0. Let's begin with the original. After seeing Ruby and Sapphire fuse into Garnet in the Cloud Arena, Rose tries to fuse with Pearl. This first attempt fails, and Rainbow Quartz's form just appears as a bright light with two sets of eyes before breaking apart. Obviously, the two get the hang of this over time.
This is very not allowed.
That fusion!
We as an audience see Rainbow Quartz for the first time in the episode We Need to Talk. Greg had Rose, Garnet, and Amethyst working with him on his music video for What Can I Do For You, while Pearl was standing by serving side-eye. What Can I Do For You is one of the more sultry numbers we've heard in the show. And it really establishes and cements the love triangle between Pearl, Rose, and Greg. The lyrics also show how Rose really hasn't seen Greg as a person at this point in their relationship. She sings, "You were so much fun. I hadn't planned on finding you quite this entertaining. I like your band, and I like your song. I like the way humans play. I like playing along." So not super healthy relationship grounds here, Rose. Ooh. When Greg starts shredding on the guitar, Pearl uses the opportunity to walk up to Rose and suggest they fuse to give the music video a little something extra. Enter Rainbow Quartz, looking like she's straight out of a Gem and the Holograms video. I mean, this look is the stuff of cosplay dreams. The 80s influence and jazzercise outfit is incredible. The epic hair, the pastel skin, the double eyes, which seem to be conveying two different emotions: Rose's affection for Greg and Pearl's disdain for him. Rainbow performs some dance moves for the video before unfusing, and Pearl uses a moment alone with Greg to cruelly inform him he's just a phase for Rose, a plaything.
You're just a phase. You know that, right?
No, I actually don't know that, Pearl.
Well, of course you don't.
Man, I always hate looking back at jealous Pearl. Ugh, what a bee. This leads Greg to try and fuse with Rose himself, which more importantly leads to the two of them having real talks and communicating in a more honest way that emotionally connects them. So thanks, Rainbow Quartz. You kinda got the ball rolling on their relationship. Rose is finally able to see Greg as a full-fledged being, and their relationship can move to the next level. One with a sense of equality and respect between two partners. Fun fact! Okay, well, more aptly, annoying fact. In the UK, some of the fusion dance between Rose and Pearl was censored. I guess things got too steamy and people clutched their pearls. Oh, censorship. You're so lame. Just show the ladies dancing. It's no biggie. We never hear the original Rainbow Quartz talk, and I always wonder how she'd sound. Would it just be Olivia Newton-John singing lines from Xanadu? Jane Fonda helping us get our sweat on? Oof, I would love to know your speculations. Rainbow Quartz is a decidedly saucy-looking fusion. So when Steven first fuses with Pearl in Change Your Mind, I was pretty thankful that this version was a little less Whitesnake video bombshell and that they cranked up the wholesomeness. Because, you know, don't dance all sexy with your adoptive mom who was your real mom's lover. It's a Lifetime movie.
That won't do.
This version of Rainbow Quartz, Rainbow Quartz 2.0, has shorter hair, Steven's bigger calves, and essentially just wears Steven clothes, but in a crop top version, plus ballet flats. While we don't know much about the original Rainbow Quartz's personality, we really get to see how Pearl and Steven's traits combine in RQ2. RQ2 is sweet and fun and a little bit goofy, but still graceful and structured like Pearl. He's creative and can solve problems with ease.
Now this just won't do. Phew! You are quite the handful, my boy.
Oh, and 2 is the first full gem in the series to use male pronouns. We talk so much about representation on this show, and I was so happy when this flamboyant and posh character sometimes used he and him, giving much-needed screen time for folks who are more feminine. I also think using he/him for Rainbow Quartz 2.0, rather than exclusively using they/them like Steven's other fusions, is because it's a fusion between Steven and Pearl. Pearl is a parental figure, and she wants Steven to be able to take the lead. In the past, with Pearl's other fusions, she liked how she felt when she was a part of something. I think fusing with Steven is something Pearl views as an opportunity for him to grow and work things out with her help, but without overshadowing him. Additionally, this is the first fusion, aside from Steven in the series, to have a male voiceover artist, the second male being Steg. According to artist Colin Howard, the creative team took inspiration from both Mary Poppins and the actor who portrayed her best friend Bert, Dick Van Dyke. You can see this not only in the songs about tidying and birds that 2 sings, but also in the banister gag they play out with Onion, something taken directly from the classic Disney film. RB2 providing childcare for Onion only further enforces this Mary Poppins parallel.
All right, Onion, last one.
Especially since he uses his trusty parasol to keep this weird, timeless child under control. This umbrella is the weapon or tool that 2 can summon. While we can assume OGRB also used an umbrella, this hasn't been confirmed. Plus, Steven's different from his mom. As I mentioned in my Smoky Quartz and Sunstone videos, fusions with Steven tend to implement unusual, modern tools, like yo-yos or suction cups. These aren't like the weapons that other fusions possess. They're goofier and implemented for more outside-of-the-box purposes. This parasol that they have also allows 2 to fly, leaving a rainbow trail behind them, and regulates their speed of descent. Again, just like Mary Poppins. Also like MP, they can tap the parasol on an inanimate object and bring it to life, like when showing Onion the joy of tidying. RB2 definitely has Marie Kondo's book.
But I'll tell you what isn't a joke. This horrendous mess.
In addition to weapon summoning, Rainbow Quartz appears to have your standard set of gem abilities, like enhanced strength, durability, and the ability to further fuse. In real life, these gems get their name for their coloring. They're a variety of aura quartz whose surface is synthetically coated in titanium and gold to give it this iridescent metallic finish. It can be found in Brazil, Madagascar, and the US. Now, the rainbow itself has been a favorite component of mythology consistently throughout history. Rainbows are part of the myths of many cultures around the world. The Norse would believe it was the Bifrost, and similarly, Greco-Roman mythology believed rainbows were a path between the gods and Earth. The Bible has a rainbow after the Great Flood that washed away humanity's corruption, that God put up as a sign he would never destroy the earth again with a flood. And not to mention, it's where the Irish believed leprechauns hid their treasures of gold. And I guess marshmallows. Rainbows have been used in literature as symbols of hope, rebirth, and new beginnings. Because this crystal has 7 colors inside it, many believe it can affect the 7 chakras: the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakras. These rocks are used often in practices focused to harmonize the body and for manifesting goals. If you subscribe to crystal healing and such, this gem is said to get your creative juices flowing. Now, this definitely all seems to fit our creative problem solver of a character. It's also believed, like I said about the rainbow itself, to be a symbol of hope and also of positivity. Again, RB2 is incredibly positive. And I mean, I'd say hopeful. He's hoping he can make Onion less of a destructive little nightmare. We do also have the fact, though, that Pearl sort of emotionally weaponized the original fusion against Greg. So perhaps there's the opposite effect of that Rainbow Quartz, fusing for negative, jealous reasons. As always, though, guys, I leave it up to you as to whether or not these traits came into play with the characters. So now that you've heard all about this, what do you think of the rainbows? Do you prefer one over the other? Did I miss something major? If so, hit me up in the comments below. Thanks again to everyone on Patreon, to TeePublic, and to all of you awesome folks who just found us looking for Steven Universe stuff. For more videos, you can click to the left. Thanks for watching, y'all. See ya, Space Cowboy.